Which
Yeah.
takes us nicely off to our next topic,
Hooray!
which is Kathleen Kennedy doing such a good job. She fired someone who's currently working with Disney on promoting a film that he directed and gave his job to Donald Glover. What am I talking about? I'm, of course, talking about Donald Glover being handed the keys to the castle of the Lando series.
And he found out on Instagram.
And he found out on Instagram. There's a few things to break down here, right? So, one, Justin Simien he's working with Disney already. So this is like whatever you think of Justin Simien, it doesn't really matter. You find out that you're fired from social media. That's a bad look on the company, right? Like that's dog shit. He's working with Disney right now on promoting Haunted Mansion. Now he's going to go around doing all these tours, if he's doing any, right? And promotional material, interviews and stuff. Every question is going to be about this now. So they've shot themselves in the foot already because that's bad PR for Disney. It's bad PR for the movie. It's just bad PR. And then secondly, why have you given the writing to Donald Glover, the star of the show? That works out so well all the time. What a great idea. I love it when the stars of shows get to have creative control. Always. Nothing ever goes wrong.
All she had to do was wait.
Ever goes wrong.
All she had to do was wait 3 or 4 weeks till the film officially flopped, and then cut this dude loose. But the day after the red carpet premiere, where Justin Simien was the only person to talk in front of everybody, in front of the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, they go out and make that thing happen and get rid of the dude. I'm like, you guys suck. You suck so hard.
Isn't this kind of a typical thing of Disney, though? This is like their typical bitch move.
No, it's
same thing happened with Gina.
It's KK
on social.
Yeah, we all found out.
She doesn't like confrontation, evidently, and that's the same thing. Like, I mean, I think the closest we've ever seen to her actually getting involved directly has been 3 instances I can think of: Tony Gilroy with Rogue One, Lord Miller on Solo, and now kind of on the what was the other one I was going to think of? What's his face? Lindelof. That's what I was trying to think of his name.
Oh, yeah.
Lindelof.
Yeah.
Like, those are the only 3 times that ever feels like she actually got involved in the firing. Maybe Benioff and Weiss, we can give her a 3.4, I guess, out of that. Because I wonder how Benioff and Weiss found out. But that doesn't mean that she necessarily called them. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise, it seems like most of these people find out that they're not getting Star Wars shit through the media or through other means. And... Well, of course, Patty Jenkins. We don't know how that all went down yet, too. That's
this is yet another director that has been
another. So we add another to the fucking pyre.
Q. What's his name? Another one. I don't remember that rapper's name. I'm not down with the kids.
But
you're not down with the.
But I mean,
I fucking know, mate. I listen to like chilled out music. I know that there's a meme about some guy in a song that goes another one. That's all. Cue that
another one
meme.
bites the dust. Just go back to Queen, okay?
We'll go back to
We'll
Queen,
be cool with that.
Whatever.
Yeah,
DJ Khaled. There you go.
Is that who it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Another one.
Real quick. You guys are making a joke here, but literally, there's like cordwood stacks of humans that were supposed to direct things.
Dude, how much did I take shit for saying that one time? I think it was on Friday Night Tights. I said she has fired more directors than she's hired. And like Ryan and a few others are like, how is that even possible? It's like, do the math, dude. Look. And now it is, my proof is in the pudding. Like, look at that list of unfinished projects and list of directors that have been fired now. She has literally fired more people than she's hired. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Tom, that tweet you posted out that had the whole listings, you need to update that. Update it and then retweet it out.
I don't have it on this PC, and I'd have to go dig it on my Twitter. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make a new version of that, basically. Because we also learned of David Gordon Green in the meantime, who also supposedly had a Star Wars deal that fell apart, and a couple other people. Yeah,
you get a Star Wars, you get a Star Wars, you get a Star Wars. Everyone gets Star Wars.
Maybe they should call it the Star Wars curse. It seems like all these guys who get on these major, like, because look at what happened. Like, David Gordon Green's like the perfect example, along with Benioff and Weiss, right?
Yeah.
They get these amazing things that happen to them. I mean, David Gordon Green made the biggest Halloween film ever. Like, it made more than the entire franchise had grossed to date in one movie. And then, in the background, he gets a Star Wars deal and he shits the bed with Halloween. Benioff and Weiss, it was the same thing. They're riding high.
Fits the bed with the
riding high.
Then
all of a sudden they get Star Wars. They're like, well, we got to rush this so we can get to Star Wars.
Yeah.
And what happened? That's what got him fired.
Well, it did. But look, I mean, and somebody brings it up. I think it's Olaf in the chat. Mangold should be like, have his head on a swivel right now. Because, dude, they were like, oh, you're going to get this great Star Wars thing. Nuh-uh.
That's why he got Indy, I think, is what make up for Boba Fett.
Yeah, but they promised him another Star Wars, Tom.
And I think that was a makeup for making a joke.
Well, I mean, let's get back to
Mangold's movie's not going to happen. And the Star Wars Droid show is probably not happening either, whoever's show running that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've heard
announced
in
2019.
Like I said, let's get back to Lando briefly, though. So do we think that this will make it better or worse having the star of the show be the writer?
Worse. Definitely. You don't ever give... He's not a writer. I mean, he might say he's a writer.
It's his brother that's the writer predominantly.
Yeah. Well, and his brother's working with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But what have they made that's good?
Let me put it to you this way. I'm willing to give Childish Gambino more of a shot than what we got. Like, if we can get away from Pando Lando and take this in more of like a cool blaxploitation kind of direction, then I'd be fine with that. I know culture. I'm not expecting it to, but it can't get any fucking worse than it already is. The worst thing you could do now is have Lando literally with a you know what in his mouth, basically.
Well, what you need is a Foxy Brown take on this.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like if he gets it and he says, "Look, we got the coolest cat in the galaxy. We need to make this show basically like if Tarantino came in and decided he was going to do."
Well, that's who you hired for this. You hired Tarantino for this.
Well, you don't have to necessarily, as long as what's his face actually gets it that this is what this should be. Then I'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at his writing credits. A lot of them are all of his videos. So all right then. Did some 30 Rock.
Yeah, he's worked on 30 Rock, and I think he worked on Community as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a potential there, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Not Community. He did Atlanta.
I thought it was Community. Okay, Atlanta. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, one of those shows, but like, yeah, he's worked on a few things.
Those you know how those comedy writers' rooms are, man. They're huge.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be good. Quite frankly, I think
I'm not going to hold my breath.
I think it's an ego, and I think that this spells disaster. Quite frankly,
God, yeah,
I agree. They'll turn it into like a
never get.
They'll probably end up turning it into like a space version of Shaft or something.
That's what it needs to be, Nick.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah,
that's what we were saying.
Yeah, that's probably what they'll end up turning it into.
That's what we were saying. It should have been from first place. There's actually somebody already did a parody trailer of it where they basically made a Lando prequel thing, and it's basically that. It's a blaxploitation version of Lando. It's like, why can't we have this movie?
Yeah,
yeah.
There's I just know just from our own community over on the main channel, Echo Base Network, that a lot of people were not interested in the Solo film without Harrison Ford, and a lot of people aren't interested in a Lando film without Billy D. Like I love these old characters, and I'd like to see them brought back in tasteful ways, but I don't like the recasting of these characters. Continue the story with Lando in, a high-end animation or something. I just wish they had somebody talented enough to just come up with new ideas and new characters to focus on, or pull stuff out of the EU. Because there's tons to grab from there.
But I didn't think they had established stories to pull from. Remember, that's what Kathleen Kennedy said, or some shit like that. This is all nonsense. Like, this show's going to be garbage. They're going to spend another $250 million on this. It's going to be crap. So,
well, and Culture's probably right. Instead of making space Shaft, it's going to be Lando getting Shaft.
Yeah,
probably.
And on that note, let's shuffle on to some super chats.